All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 1972-73 Epic Basketball League here on the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. My name is Dave Little, and I am coming to you live from the Dave Cave with Gold Division action featuring the New York Knicks and the Milwaukee Bucks coming to you from Madison Square Garden. This is the Gold Division, and this is where the best of the best play. It has been a rough go for both of these squads. New York was, of course, the NBA champions in 1972-73, but they have struggled to keep up with a 6-8 record. Milwaukee, of course, 5-7. 2 years ago, they were the the Epic Basketball League and the NBA champions. But both these teams are struggling to keep their heads above water in the ultra-competitive Gold Division. As we say hello to Al, Red Sox fan in the chat room. Good evening to you, my friend. And the Knicks are led, of course, by Walt Frazier. We'll start with the Milwaukee starting lineups. Lucius Allen is your point guard tonight, and Oscar Robertson is at the shooting guard. Oscar Robertson, of course, needs no introduction, 13 years out of the University of Cincinnati. Lucius Allen, 4 years out of UCLA, college teammate with KAREEM Abdul-JABBAR. At the small forward is Bob Dandridge, and he's a good one out of Norfolk State. In the NBA season in 72-73, Dandridge averaged 20 points a game and 8 rebounds. Terry Driscoll, the veteran, is a power forward. And, of course, KAREEM Abdul-JABBAR, the man in the middle, he continues to play sensational basketball. Currently in Epic Basketball League action, he is number 2 in scoring at 28.6 points per game. Also in the top 5 in rebounding at 14.4 per game and in blocks with 3.1 per game. For the homestanding Knickerbockers, they are led by the heart and soul, Walt Frazier. Frazier, 20.9 points per game and 3.6 steals. He is joined in the backcourt by Earl Monroe. Bill Bradley is your small forward. Dave DeBusschere at the power forward. Familiar names to those of you who follow the NBA. And at the center position, we are without Willis Reed tonight. He will be on the bench. Starting in his place will be the rookie out of South Carolina, Tom Riker, the number 8 overall draft selection. It looks like the Knicks are a little short on the injury front here tonight down low. So it is going to be a rugged ball game between two teams, as I mentioned, struggling to keep their heads above water in the top division, the Gold Division of the Epic Basketball League. And, of course, the 6 teams in that division, the bottom 2 will be relegated to Silver Division play after this 20-game season. So this is an important matchup for both these squads, as the opening tip is controlled by KAREEM and the Bucks. And immediately the Bucks go inside to KAREEM, working on the rookie Riker. And the first shot by KAREEM is a skyhook, and it is a beauty, and it hits nothing but the bottom of the net. Milwaukee up 2-0. Frazier brings the Knicks back on offense. First time tonight. And a pass to DeBusschere is behind him and out of bounds for the turnover. Milwaukee basketball. As Oscar Robertson and Lucius Allen set up in the backcourt, the ball goes inside to Dandridge, working on DeBusschere inside. This will be a good matchup tonight between two very good basketball players. Dandridge hits the jump shot from in close. Give another assist to Oscar Robertson. Dandridge racked up 37 points in his last effort against the defending champion LA Lakers. And Milwaukee is quickly out ahead 4-0. Frazier goes into Riker down low. They've got a little screen set for Riker. He's got an open look against Lucius Allen. He cannot get the shot to go, but he is fouled on the play by Terry Driscoll. And it will be 2 shots for the rookie Tom Riker. First shot by Riker is good, and the Knicks are on the board. Riker hits them both. It is now a 4-2 ball game. As Lucius Allen brings the Milwaukee offense back to the other end of the court, working from right to left on your computer screen. As Allen sets up the 1-4 offense. They've got it to Robertson now on the wing. Robertson's going to take his first shot of the evening from 18 feet out, and he buries it.
Robertson.
Good looking shot by Oscar Robertson. Kareem found him out there as the defense sagged, and Robertson took advantage. Ball back over to the Knicks. They go inside to DeBusschere, and once again DeBusschere loses it out of bounds. That is another New York turnover. That'll give the Bucks another opportunity. As the offense runs through Allen. Allen with a quick shot from the free throw line extended. That's no good. But Frazier got him on the arm, and it will be Lucius Allen headed to the free throw line for a pair. Allen connects on the first. Not a great free throw shooter, 67% on the regular NBA season. But he converts both of these, and Milwaukee is quickly out ahead 8-2. Let's see if the Knicks can get something going here for the home crowd at the Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena, coached by Red Holtzman. The ball is now in the hands of Earl Monroe, one of the greats. But he has got another of the greats, Oscar Robertson, all over him. Monroe's going to take the outside jump shot. He leaves it short, and the rebound is taken out of there by Terry Driscoll for Milwaukee. Bucks have an opportunity in transition the other way. It's 3-on-3. Allen dribbles up the center of the floor, dumps it over to Dandridge on his left, and Dandridge cannot hit the layup. It's off the rim, no good, and Dave DeBusschere pulls the rebound for New York. Here's a quick outlet to Walt Frazier. There is nobody in the open court faster than Frazier. He leads the break. Little give and go with Riker. Frazier to the hole, and he is fouled.
Foul is on Dandridge, his first, second team foul.
They call that foul on the floor, so there will be no free throws here. Probably a smart foul by DeBusschere to keep Frazier from getting the easy basket. New York will inbound. Bradley with it on the baseline. Sends it down to Riker. Riker on the opposite baseline looking for help. He's going to look inside to DeBusschere. DeBusschere steps around Driscoll this time, but his shot is blocked by Driscoll. Driscoll got him from behind. DeBusschere takes the rebound. DeBusschere on the follow-up attempt. He is too strong. DeBusschere gets it again, working hard in there. And this time he is going to send it back out top for the Knicks offense to reset. So DeBusschere couldn't get the field goal, but he got a couple of offensive boards on that possession, and New York's going to get another try at it here. Yeah, Smelly Wrestling Geek is in the chat room. Rest in peace, me. Oh no, did we lose Gene Okerlund? Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry to hear that. And Frank Wainscott also in the chat room. So here we go with the New York offense. Once again, they work it inside to DeBusschere. His one-hander this time is good. Finally, he gets the field goal. He deserved it on that possession, as he really put in some man's work on the inside. And New York has their first field goal of the night. Still trailing 8-4 as Milwaukee sets it up. They look inside again to Dandridge. Dandridge bullies his way into the paint, shoots and scores. 10-4 now in favor of Milwaukee. Here's a quick jump shot by Frazier. That's no good. But the long rebound comes back out to Frazier, and he resets the offense. Frazier now sends it to Monroe. Gets it back. Frazier's going to dribble it around Monroe, around Robertson, into the paint. Shot is up, no good. And Kareem comes down with the rebound for Milwaukee. Quick outlet to Lucius Allen. Once again, the Bucks want to run with it. Allen to Driscoll on the left. Driscoll back over to Allen. Allen drives. He shoots. It's off the back iron, no good. Battle for the rebound goes to Driscoll on the inside for Milwaukee. Driscoll with a putback attempt goes to the left hand, off the glass and good.
Driscoll.
Good hustle by Driscoll for that putback, and Milwaukee is now up 12-4. As we say hello to Christopher Slovic. It's an honor to have you here in the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network, sir. As New York sets up the offense, Bradley has it inside. He's got Dandridge all over him. Tries to kick it back out to Frazier at the free throw line. Frazier fakes to his left, pulls the trigger. Shot no good. Well defended by Allen. And the rebound for Miami is taken by Dandridge. Milwaukee running again. Allen out in front. This time over to Kareem on the wing. Kareem inside to Driscoll. Driscoll cannot get it to go. Rebound Kareem. Lots of contact in there. Kareem comes out with it. Kareem tries to get it over to Robertson, but his pass is deflected away and stolen by Bill Bradley. Ragtag basketball here as New York is running it the other way. Bradley down the right-hand side of the court. Over to Frazier. To DeBusschere on the left, and it is another bad pass and another turnover. 3 turnovers already early in this one for the Knicks. And it is Milwaukee with the basketball and a 12-4 lead. Bucks on the offense. They're off to a good start here. As they have it inside once again to Dandridge. Dandridge working hard down low against Bradley. Shoots the fade away and scores it. 3 quick assists for Oscar Robertson, and Milwaukee has quickly opened out a 10-point lead. Boy, without Willis Reed, this is a whole different New York squad. And Walt Frazier can't do it all by himself, and his teammates are struggling to contribute. Frazier with it now out on top again. Has to pull the trigger again on his own. Shot no good. Rebound for Milwaukee is taken by Driscoll. This time Milwaukee will walk it back the other way as we're under 8 minutes to play in the first period. Milwaukee on top quickly by 10, 14-4. Lucius Allen has it out on top, sends it over to Robertson on the wing. The perimeter jump shot by Robertson is short, and Tom Riker takes the rebound for New York. First rebound of the night for the rookie. Here's Frazier again from the outside. Defended by Allen, sends it to DeBusschere on the baseline. The 15-footer by DeBusschere is good. Dave DeBusschere has 4, and the lead is cut to 8. Robertson now has it for Milwaukee on the point. Dribbling to his right. Looking inside to Kareem if they can find him down there. Kareem bodied up against Riker, gets the entry pass. Turns, shoots, and is called for the foul. How about that? Kareem is not happy at all with that call, as he got an offensive foul called on him against a rookie, and he is talking to the officials saying, RESPECT, I'm an MVP and he's a rookie, and yet you give him the call. As Milwaukee coach Larry Costello is defending his man, but the call stands, and it is now New York basketball, still trailing by 8 with 7 minutes to play in the first period. Here's Monroe with an open look from the wing, but he has it taken away by Robertson. Monroe dribbled to his left, thought he had a open look, but Robertson picked his pocket, and it's another possession for Milwaukee. Inside they go to Kareem. Kareem working on the rookie again and travels. Oh my goodness, frustration for Kareem, as he has been unable to convert against this rookie twice in a row. Ball goes back over to New York. Knicks off to a slow start, only 2 of their first 9 from the field, plus those 4 costly turnovers. And they've only got 6 points here in the first 5 minutes of action. They look on the wing to Bill Bradley. Bradley with his first shot of the night. It's around the rim and out. And the rebound is taken by Milwaukee by Lucius Allen. And the Bucks again want to run with it. Allen and Robertson. Robertson has it in the center of the court. Frazier tries for the steal, but Robertson behind the back to Allen, and Allen walks with it. Another turnover for Milwaukee. Both teams having a little trouble taking care of the basketball. New York with it now in the hands of Monroe. Monroe had his pocket pick that time, and this time Robertson got him on the block. What a sequence for Oscar Robertson. The loose ball is grabbed by Reichert, and Reichert puts it home. 14-8 now, as New York begins to nibble away at this lead. Milwaukee trying to make something happen on the offense. This time it is in the hands of Oscar Robertson. Robertson looking to distribute. Finds Dandridge on the baseline. The shot by Dandridge is off the rim, no good. And the rebound is taken by DeBusschere for the Knicks. The Knicks have the opportunity in transition. They've got the numbers going the other way. Frazier dribbles to his left. Cuts into the lane, dumps it off to Bradley. And Bradley lays it home. Nicely done on the break that time, as Bradley is there for the finish, and the lead has been cut to 4. 14-10 now, as Milwaukee needs to get the offense going. Here's a look from the wing for Oscar Robertson. He sends it over to Dandridge. Dandridge takes the shot, and Dandridge scores. Dandridge gets the assist from Robertson, and that ends the scoring drought for Milwaukee and puts the Bucks back on top by 6, 16-10, as we're now past the midway point of the first period. Now we've got it inside with Riker. Tough matchup against Kareem down low, and Riker cannot get a shot to go. Abdul-Jabbar and those long arms forced him to alter the shot. The rebound is taken out of there by Dandridge. Dandridge with a quick outlet to Lucius Allen. Allen to Robertson on the break. Back to Dandridge on the baseline. And Dandridge cannot get the jam to go. He tried to jam that one home, but he was a little off balance. And that one bangs off the rim, and it's picked up by Walt Frazier for the Knicks. Knicks with the basketball now. They work it inside to DeBusschere. There's a collision down low between DeBusschere and Terry Driscoll, and that is going to go the other way. Offensive foul called on DeBusschere. And now it is Red Holtzman's turn to give the officials a piece of his mind. But the basketball goes over to Milwaukee, still leading by 6. Allen with it on the outside, guarded by Frazier. Looks to distribute. Can't find an open man, and instead he takes a jump shot and he nails it. Frazier backed off and gave him space to get the open jumper, and he put it home. He's got 4, and Milwaukee is up by 8, 18-10. New York looking inside again to DeBusschere. Very active down low tonight, but this time he has it taken away by Mickey Davis just into the game. Rookie out of Duquesne has come into the game for Milwaukee, and he immediately makes his presence known. Here's Allen with it out on top, guarded loosely by Frazier. Wants to go inside to Kareem. Kareem off to a quiet start here tonight. They try to get it into him. It's knocked away and lost out of bounds. Last touched by Milwaukee. That'll be Knicks basketball. 4:19 to play, first period. New York with the basketball trailing 18-10. It's Monroe with it on the outside. Wants to find DeBusschere down low. DeBusschere takes the entry pass, but his shot is off the front rim, no good. And it is Bob Dandridge for Milwaukee with another rebound. And once again, the Bucks want to run. This has been a ragtag first period. Lots of transition breaks. This time Allen sends it over to Robertson. Robertson can't get the layup to go. The offensive board is battled for. Kareem can't get it. He has it taken away by Rackley, but Rackley is called for the loose ball foul. That is the other New York center, Luther Rackley, into the game. Picking up his first foul tonight. The basketball will stay with Milwaukee, as the Bucks still lead 18-10. Here's Dandridge with a look from the wing. That's off target. Offensive board taken by Oscar Robertson. Tosses it back out to Allen, and the Bucks will reset. And Allen will call timeout as the infamous runtime error rears its ugly head once again. And we'll have to quickly restart things here from the Epic Basketball League. And that will give your announcer time for a quick drink of A&W Zero Sugar Root Beer. It's tasty, it has no caffeine, and it keeps the pipes loose for the broadcast. So we will resume saved game. And we will pick things right up where we left off, with Milwaukee on top 18-10, just under 4 minutes to play in the first period. The ball now is in the hands of Mickey Davis, working on DeBusschere down low. 13 on the shot clock. Davis turns to his left, shoots over DeBusschere. It's off the back iron, no good. DeBusschere takes the rebound. As we say hello to Philip Reynolds in the chat room. Welcome and happy Friday to you, sir. We have Milwaukee and New York going at it here in Madison Square Garden. Milwaukee's off to an early lead. New York trying to get back into it. As Luther Rackley has the ball on the baseline. Sends it over to Monroe on the wing. Monroe bounce passes it to Bradley in the lane. The shot by Bradley is good.
Bill Bradley.
4 points now on the night for Bill Bradley. And the lead is cut to 6. Bucks go to Robertson on the outside, being guarded by Monroe. Robertson tries to get into the lane. Takes it to his right. Lays it up and off the rim, no good. Rebound called, but taken by Rackley, and he's fouled. Robertson with the frustration foul, as Rackley got that rebound, and it will be New York basketball. New York to inbound. They look inside to Bradley. Bradley double teamed in the middle, looks to pass it out, finds Frazier out on top. Frazier with the shot clock winding down has to pull the trigger. That shot is no good. It is Dean Meminger grabbing the rebound for New York. He breaks free and sends it back out on top for the Knicks to reset. Dean Meminger now in the game at the shooting guard position. Meminger, a familiar face in his second year out of Marquette. Here's another outside look for Frazier. Actually, he sends it over to Rackley on the baseline. Rackley can't convert. Long rebound bounces out to Frazier. And once again, New York with another shot at it. New York active on the offensive glass. They've got 6 offensive rebounds tonight, but still having trouble getting the ball into the basket. Here's a shot by Frazier now from the mid-range. It is good, and he is fouled.
Frazier scores.
Big play by Frazier to chase that rebound, put it in from 12 feet out, and score, and draw the foul on Oscar Robertson. That is 2 fouls on Robertson. And that will send him to the bench. And Frazier to the free throw line as we say hello to JT now in the chat room. Welcome, sir. Thank you for joining us. Frazier converts the free throw, and New York is pulled to within 3. Milwaukee has had a comfortable lead for most of the quarter, but New York is showing signs of life, and Milwaukee's gone cold a little bit. And with 2.5 to play, Milwaukee is clinging to that 3-point lead. Jabbar has it, but he's out on the baseline. He sends it out to McLaughlin. McLaughlin steps around Bradley, gets into the lane, but his shot is blocked by Bradley. Well defended by Bradley. Dandridge takes the rebound for Milwaukee. Dandridge on the putback attempt. And we've got a whistle and a foul. That is going to go against Meminger.
Foul is on Meminger. First personal, 13.
And let's see if that's going to be a shooting foul. I believe that is going to be a side-out foul. Foul took place on the loose ball. So Milwaukee retains possession, and they will inbound with 2:23 to play in the quarter. The entry pass comes into Kareem. Kareem working on Rackley. Gets the ball inside. Kicks it back out to McLaughlin. 16 on the shot clock. McLaughlin, sweet-looking jump shot from the side is good.
McLaughlin.
Very popular player in Milwaukee was McLaughlin, that sweet outside shooting stroke. Later went on to become the color commentator for the Milwaukee Bucks radio network. And he puts Milwaukee back on top by 5, 20-15, as we reach 2 minutes to play in the first period. And here's a little Whiskey Tango Foxtrot offense by the Knicks. They're a little discombobulated. Memminger's got it on the outside. He does find Rackley down low, but Rackley cannot convert. And the rebound is taken by Hawthorne Wingo, another rookie in the game for New York. Wingo takes the rebound. His putback attempt is good.
Hawthorne Wingo.
A rookie out of Friendship Junior College is Hawthorne Wingo, 6'8", 210 pounds. And he comes into the game, grabs a rebound, gets a putback, and once again, it is a three-point ball game. Milwaukee's going to give another look to McLaughlin. This time his jumper is off target. The rebound is taken off the offensive glass by Terry Driscoll. Driscoll on the putback attempt, pump fakes, shoots, and misses, but he's fouled by Rackley, and that will send Terry Driscoll to the line for some free throws.
His second, 14.
Second foul on Rackley as Driscoll steps to the line. First shot is short. And with that, the horn sounds, and we'll have Tom Riker returning to the game for New York as Rackley goes to the bench with the 2 fouls. And Bill Bradley and Dave DeBuscher returning to action as well. Driscoll hits the second free throw, and that pushes Milwaukee back to a 4-point lead. Actually, no, I misread the play-by-play. Driscoll missed the free throw, but it was tipped in by Mickey Davis. That's 2 points, and that puts Milwaukee up 5. Inside they go to Riker, now guarded by the backup center, Dick Cunningham. Riker around Cunningham, cannot get it to fall, but Cunningham fouled him, and it will be Riker headed to the free throw line.
15 foul.
First free throw by Riker is good.
Riker made the free throw.
He's got 5 points on the night. He leads the Knicks. Second shot by Riker is good, and the lead once again is 3. 22-19. Milwaukee with the lead and the basketball. Minute 18 to play in the first period. Milwaukee working the offense through Robertson. Robertson squaring off against Bill Bradley up top. He's double teamed. He forces up the jump shot, and he got it to go. How about that? Nice looking shot by the Big O. Puts Milwaukee back on top by 5. Knicks with the basketball. Bradley's got it out on top. Working his way, bullying his way down into the paint against Robertson. Looking for help. Kicks it over to DeBuscher on the low block. DeBuscher puts the shot up against Cunningham and did not get it off in time. That's a 24-second clock violation, and Milwaukee takes over possession once again, holding on to that 5-point lead now with 30 seconds to play in the first period. Inside they go to Kareem. Short jump shot by Kareem is off the rim, no good, and Riker takes the rebound for New York. 19 seconds to play in the quarter, and it looks like the Knicks are going to hold for the final shot. Here's DeBuscher with it inside. Back out top to Frazier. And Frazier turned it over, and that's the end of the first quarter.
At the end of the first quarter, Milwaukee 24, New York 19.
So really a pretty sloppy first quarter, as the teams combined for 12 turnovers. New York shot only 33% from the field, 7 for 21. Helped out by 7 offensive rebounds to even keep this one close. And a surprisingly good first quarter for the backup center, Tom Riker, the rookie, with 6 points and 3 rebounds. 5 rebounds for DeBuscher. Milwaukee led by Bob Dandridge with 8 points and 4 rebounds. So we are ready to head to the second quarter. At halftime, we'll have some other updates from the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. But now let us return to action with Milwaukee leading by 5 to start the second period. The tip is in the air, and it's controlled by New York. Frazier sends it over to Bradley, and Bradley has it stolen away by Robertson. Second steal of the night for the Big O. And that gives Milwaukee their first possession of the period. Inside they look to Driscoll. Driscoll coming off a screen, has a mismatch over Monroe, but cannot get the shot to go. Driscoll takes his own rebound and kicks it back out for a reset. Milwaukee to set things up, running a little motion offense. Inside screen, they get it to Abdul-Jabbar. Green with it on the inside. Back out to Robertson at the free throw line. Robertson shoots and scores. 6 points now for Oscar. Milwaukee's lead is up to 7, 26-19. As the ball is in the hands of Riker, he sends it to Monroe out on top. Monroe with the jump shot, that's no good. Too strong off the rim, and the rebound is taken by Driscoll for the Bucks. 2-on-2 going the other way. Robertson with McLaughlin running the floor, pushing the tempo aggressively, dribbling to his left. Gets into the lane, lays it up, no good. But he is fouled on the play by Monroe, and that will take Oscar Robertson to the free throw line. Aggressive veteran move there by Robertson to get to the free throw line. And the first shot is up and good. Robertson hits them both. He's got 8 points now. And the Milwaukee lead is stretched to 9, 28-19. As the Bucks open the lead here with a 4-0 start to the second period. Now Frazier has it on the outside. Working on Robertson. Frazier has had a tough time of it. He cannot get that jump shot to go. And the long rebound this time is taken away by Dandridge for Milwaukee. Milwaukee runs it back. They go inside to Dandridge again. Over Bradley, shoots and scores. That's 10 points for Bob Dandridge. He becomes the first man of the game to achieve double digits. New York with an outside look for Monroe, and he scores one. That's his first bucket of the night. Monroe scoreless in the first period. Gets off the schneid here, but the Milwaukee lead is still 9, 30-21. Here's another shot for Robertson from the free throw line. That's no good, but he is fouled on the arm by Frazier, and Oscar Robertson will return to the free throw line. Robertson scores the first. And Robertson hits them both. He's now got double digits with 10. And the lead for Milwaukee is 11, 32-21, equaling their biggest lead of the night. As New York tries to get something going on the offensive end through Riker. Riker down low, got those big long arms of Kareem all over him, but he gets around Kareem, shoots and scores. How about that rookie? 8 points now to lead New York. Knicks still trail by 9. Bucks go inside to Dandridge. His short jump shot's good. And he now leads all scorers with 12. New York with the basketball. Here's an outside look for Bradley. Bradley faked the shot, went to his left, bowled over Dandridge, and he's called for the charge. Frustration for Bradley on that possession. Milwaukee comes back the other way. They've got an open look on the wing for Bob Dandridge. He hits another one. Dandridge is on fire. He's got 14 points to go with 5 rebounds, and Milwaukee has opened up now a 13-point lead, 36-23. Milwaukee establishing control of this one early in the second period. As Monroe now looks for Riker, and Riker with a bank shot, that's up and good. How about this kid? 10 points already, outscoring the legendary KAREEM ABDUL-JABBAR. And he is the only thing that is keeping New York from a total butt kicking here tonight in Madison Square Garden. Here's an inside look for KAREEM. And it's tapped away out of bounds. Last touch by KAREEM. That time the defensive Riker got the job done. Riker is going to take a blow here as Luther Rackley returns to the game. But he's given the Knicks a little spark and a little bit of hope here in this so far one-sided game in Madison Square Garden. Let's see if the New York offense can make anything happen. They look inside to DeBusschere. DeBusschere flips it up off the glass. Around the rim, no good. Dandridge takes the rebound for Milwaukee. 8 minutes to play in the period. Lucius Allen working on top against Frazier. He's flexing and extending that elbow a little bit, but he'll stay out there in the ball game. He sends it to Dandridge on the baseline. The outside jump shot by Dandridge is short, but Dandridge with a hustle play to get his own rebound. Dandridge on the putback is fouled by Bradley. And that is number 2 on Bradley.
Third team foul.
Third team foul of the period on the Knicks. And it will be a side out for Milwaukee as Phil Jackson makes his first appearance in the game for the Knicks. Davis to inbound for the Bucks. Gets it out to Allen over to McLaughlin. McLaughlin with another smooth jump shot from the outside, scores again. He's got 4, and the Milwaukee lead is back to 13. 38-25. Monroe from the outside. It's been a struggle for him tonight, and this time he travels. So Earl Monroe is just completely out of sorts here tonight. Only got 2 points. And they're going to need everything they can get out of Earl Monroe as the Bucks are shorthanded tonight without the services of Willis Reed. Here's KAREEM with a fadeaway jump shot from the low block. That's good. He's got 4 points now, and the lead's up to 15. 7 minutes to play, second quarter. Here's an outside shot from Monroe. Finally, he gets one to go. And that draws a cheer from the crowd here at Madison Square Garden. Milwaukee coming back with a jump shot from Lucius Allen. That's too strong, and Frazier takes the rebound. Walt wants to run. It's 4 on 4. Even odds going back the other way. Jackson now with it on the left side. Back to Frazier in the middle, and Frazier double dribbles. Another turnover for Frazier, and that is 11 turnovers on the night for the Knicks. And Coach Red Holtzman is not even a little bit happy about that statistic. Ball goes back over to Milwaukee as they've got it in the hands of Allen on the outside. Allen looks to distribute. Can't find a teammate. Tries the jump shot. Has it knocked away out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession with 10 on the shot clock. Gary Gregor now in the game. He will inbound for Milwaukee. His pass goes out on top to Allen. 1 second on the shot clock. Allen's going to have to force one up and didn't get it off in time. Shot clock violation gives the ball back to the Knicks. Frazier starts up the offense. They're running a 1-4 isolation play now. They get it to Monroe on the inside. He kicks it back to Frazier. Frazier with the free throw line jump shot off the back iron, no good. Gary Gregor to rebound for Milwaukee. Bucks still leading by 13. Allen out on top. Sends it over to Robertson on the wing. Robertson with the jump shot out there is no good. And the rebound for New York is taken by Bill Bradley. 3 on 3 the other way. Frazier leading the charge as the Knicks push the tempo. Over to Bradley, back to Frazier. Frazier cannot get the layup to go. Abdul-Jabbar may have gotten a piece of that one on the way to the rim. KAREEM does take the rebound. Quick outlet to Lucius Allen. Allen and Robertson run the other way. Robertson gets the ball on the inside, but it's knocked away out of bounds. Last touched by Robertson. Sloppy play on both ends of that fast break opportunity. Looked like 3 a.m. at the local LA Fitness, the way those guys were flopping around. Frazier now has it out on top, guarded this time by Allen. Frazier wants to attack. Dribbles into the lane, kicks it out to Monroe. Monroe buries the jump shot. Knicks needed that one. They're back to within 11. 5.5 minutes to play before halftime. Milwaukee coming back. Here's Dandridge on the wing. His shot no good. Rebound is taken by Kareem. Kareem with the offensive putback attempt. Tosses it up high, off the glass, off the rim, no good. Battle for the rebound. Kareem snags it again. Kareem with another opportunity. This time he converts.
Abdul-JABBAR.
Kareem now with 6 points on the night. Milwaukee stretches the lead back to 13. Now 5 minutes to play. Bucks go inside to DeBusschere. DeBusschere against young Mickey Davis shoots and scores. That's now 6 points for DeBusschere. And the ball is back in the hands of the Bucks on the other end. They work it inside to Dandridge under the hoop. He kisses it off the glass, no good. Rebound is taken out of there by DeBusschere for New York. As we say hello to Zalapsky Smurf in the chat room. Go Raptors. So you're liking the Raptors and my guy Precious Achiuwa, who plays for the Toronto Raptors, member of my Stratomatic League team. And New York from the outside. Here's a look for Bradley. He's too strong. And it is Dandridge with his 8th rebound of the night for the Bucks. Boy, what a game Dandridge is having. 14 points, 8 rebounds to lead Milwaukee. And now they look inside to Dandridge. Dandridge on the low block, steps around Bradley. Short jump shot is blocked by Bradley. Rebound taken by Kareem on the inside. Kareem with the putback is called for the offensive foul. Wow. Larry Costello not at all happy with that foul. That's 2 on Kareem, and that gives the basketball back to New York. Yeah, poor Precious, worst hands in the league. Yeah, he made Shackton a fool just this past week with his worst hands in the league. Good ball player, though. Good rebounder. And New York basketball trailing by 11. 4 minutes to play here in the second. They go inside to Riker. Riker's now picked up by Dave DeBusschere on the inside, or by Dandridge on the inside. Riker shoots and scores. How about Tom Riker coming off the bench with 12 points to lead New York? This rookie out of South Carolina, the number 8 overall draft pick. He's not handsome, but he's effective here tonight. And he pulls New York back to within single digits, 42-33. As Allen now has it out on top. Working on Walt Frazier. Allen gets into the lane. He's cut off by Riker. The teardrop is no good. Kareem pulls down another offensive rebound. Kareem on the putback attempt. The sky hook hits nothing but net. That sky hook was a thing of beauty back in the day. Puts Milwaukee back out on top by 11. New York runs it to Driscoll in the low post. His shot's no good, but he's fouled by DeBusschere, and it will be Terry Driscoll headed to the free throw line. Third-year man out of Boston College is Driscoll. Excuse me, DeBusschere goes to the free throw line after having been fouled by Driscoll. DeBusschere hits the first free throw. And DeBusschere converts them both. He's got 8. And the lead, once again, is cut to 9. Way too soon to panic for New York. If they can keep it within a manageable deficit till halftime, maybe they can come out and make a run in the second half. Here's a look inside for Dandridge. He scores again. If they don't stop Dandridge, it's just not going to matter. He's now got 16. 46-35, Milwaukee on top. Riker with it on the inside again. This time the shot is off target. Riker gets his own rebound. Riker on the putback. And again left that one short. Rebound taken for Milwaukee by Gary Gregor. And this time the Bucks are just going to walk it back the other way. They've had some trouble controlling the basketball on the fast break. And now Allen with a quick shot from the free throw line extended. That's no good. Gregor with another rebound for Milwaukee. Gregor on the putback attempt is good.
Gregor.
That is 4 points now for Gary Gregor, who is also out of South Carolina. He is a fifth-year guy, so he did not play at the same time as Tom Riker, but the two former Gamecocks exchanging some pleasantries and some elbows in the low block in this one. Here's DeBuscher on the inside with a shot attempt for New York. Working on Gregor, shoots and scores.
Dave DeBusschere.
And that puts DeBuscher into double digits. 48-37, Milwaukee with an 11-point lead and the basketball, under 2.5 to play first half. Lucius Allen with it, looking inside to Kareem. Kareem on Riker, shoots the runner and scores. Kareem's picked up his game here in the second quarter. He's now got 10 points to go with 7 rebounds. And the Bucks are back on top by 13. Knicks come back and find an open look from the baseline for Monroe. And once again, he's got it swiped away by Robertson. Boy, Monroe has just been helpless against the defensive efforts of Oscar Robertson here tonight. Here's an outside look for Dandridge. That one's too strong. But Gregor comes out with another rebound. Gregor with a putback for Milwaukee. His jump shot from in close is no good. Long rebound is taken out of there by Bill Bradley for New York. 1.5 to play first half. Frazier's got it on the outside. He's guarded by Lucius Allen, and Lucius Allen stole it. My goodness, that is 5 steals now for the Bucks and a total of 13 New York turnovers. It's no wonder they are so far behind in this one. Here's Allen looking to go coast to coast. Dribbles to his right, off the steal. Dumps it off to Robertson on the trail. Robertson lays it up and good. And that puts the lead once again to 15 for Milwaukee, 52-37, matching their biggest lead of the night. Here's Barnett into the game. Dick Barnett for the Knicks. He's got it outside with Oscar Robertson all over him. Barnett from the free throw line extended. Gets a screen, gets into the lane, lays it up and good. Nicely set up there by Phil Jackson to get Barnett loose for the layup and cut the lead back to 13. Milwaukee basketball. Around the horn they go. Davis with it on the baseline. Has a look at an outside shot, and he left that one short. And the rebound is taken by New York by Dave DeBuscher. Under a minute to play now. New York still trails by 13. Barnett's got it, looking for help. Sends it over to Bradley, gets it back. 8 on the shot clock. Barnett's going to go to the hole. Steps around Robertson, gets into the lane. He's cut off by Cunningham. His shot is too strong, and the rebound is taken away by Cunningham for Milwaukee. 24 seconds now on the game clock, 10 on the shot clock, as the ball goes into Cunningham down low. Cunningham's going to have to force up an awkward shot as the shot clock is winding down. He fakes the shot. He sends it over to Gregor on the outside. That shot is no good. Jackson takes the rebound, but he's got it stolen away by Robertson. And with 14 seconds to play in the half, the Bucks will be able to set up for the final shot. They get it to Allen on the outside. Down low to Gregor. Gregor shoots and misses at the buzzer. And that will be the end of the first half.
52, New York 39.
So New York continues to struggle here at home. And they are just barely able to keep this one even within reach, as it's a 13-point lead at halftime. The Knicks led by the inside duo of the surprising rookie Tom Riker and the reliable Dave DeBusschere, who have combined for 22 of New York's 39 points. Bob Dandridge for Milwaukee leads all scorers and is clearly your player of the game with 16 points and 8 rebounds. But Oscar Robertson, the master of the triple-double, has 12 points, 6 assists, and 5 steals here at the half. All right, some quick updates from the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. I am pleased to report that my wife has the weekend off, so we won't have any broadcasts on the channel tomorrow. But Heartland Championship Wrestling continues to roll. And in our most recent card on Wednesday night, the Southland Heavyweight Championship was defended by Dusty Rhodes with an exciting win over the Great Muta in the main event of that show. On tomorrow's off-air broadcast of Atlantic Wrestling Federation action, it will be a number 1 contenders match for the World Tag Team Championship, as the Midnight Express, Bobby Eaton and Stan Lane, take on the Midnight Rockers, Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty. That should be a fun match to roll tomorrow here in the Dave Cave. On Sunday, we'll be back with My Journey with Jesus, Sunday morning devotional time, as we discuss the problem of evil, as Jesus addresses in Luke chapter 13. And with that, we will head back to the second half of action here in Madison Square Garden, with the hometown Knicks playing poorly and trailing by 13 as action returns to the court here in the second half. That Riker guy doesn't look like someone I would like to meet in an alley, says Zalapsky Smurf. I can't argue with that. Looks like that big dude Jaws from the James Bond series a little bit. But the tip is in the air. It's controlled by Milwaukee. And Lucius Allen back at the point guard. Both teams coming back with their starting lineups to begin play here in quarter number 3. Milwaukee with the basketball in the hands of Lucius Allen. Allen calls a play, sends the ball inside to Dandridge. He's their hot hand. He gets into the paint against Bradley, and he walks with it. So Milwaukee turns the ball over on their opening possession, and the Knicks look to cut into a 13-point deficit. Monroe has it on the outside, shoots the long jump shot. It's off target, and the rebound is taken off the offensive glass by DeBusschere. DeBusschere on the putback attempt muscles his way into the lane. His shot is off iron, no good, but he is fouled on the play by Driscoll. And it will be Dave DeBusschere at the line to shoot 2 for the Knicks. DeBusschere, great athlete.
DeBusschere made the free throw.
Out of Detroit, 11 years in the NBA, and was an all-star and a first-team all-defensive player for New York in 72-73. And after his NBA career, went on to Major League Baseball, where he had a stint pitching with the Chicago White Sox. DeBusschere misses the second free throw. KAREEM takes the rebound for Milwaukee, and the Bucks come back the other way, still leading by 12, 52-40. As the pass comes to Abdul-Jabbar on the interior, he can't get the shot to go. Frazier takes the rebound for New York, and he is fouled by Driscoll. So Driscoll comes in and picks up 2 quick fouls in the first minute of play here in the third quarter, and he is going to have to go to the bench with his 4th. Mickey Davis back into the game for Milwaukee, the rookie out of Duquesne. So New York trailing by 12 with the basketball. Frazier to set things up. It's out to Riker on the baseline. Back over to Frazier on the perimeter, and his jump shot from 15 feet out is good. 5 points now for Walt Frazier to go with 5 rebounds, and the Milwaukee lead is cut to 10. Milwaukee going to their hot hand again, Dandridge. Dandridge on the inside has his shot tipped away by Bradley. And the rebound is taken down by DeBusschere. And New York again with a chance to cut into this lead. Knicks getting it done on the defensive end here to open the third quarter. Here's an open look for Frazier on the outside. Fakes the shot, sends it over to Riker on the baseline. The shot by Riker is no good, but Riker is fouled on the play by Robertson. Little screen and roll they ran out there. Frazier dumped it off to Riker, and Riker on the shot was bumped by Robertson, and that will send Tom Riker back to the free throw line. Riker missed the first. Only a 63% free throw shooter. But the second shot by Riker is good, and that cuts the Milwaukee lead to 9. 52-43. Allen now setting up the Bucks offense. On the trigger. Tries to get it into Kareem down low. But his pass is knocked away and stolen by Walt Frazier for New York. So once again, another defensive stop for the Knicks. Back on the offensive end, they look to Riker. His short shot over Davis is no good, but we've got another whistle, and this time the foul will go on Davis. And quickly, the Knicks have picked up 14 fouls in the first 2 minutes. And New York has a chance to do some damage at the free throw stripe in this quarter.
Riker made the free throw.
And pull this game closer as Riker hits the first. And Riker connects on both free throws. He's now got 15 points. Where did this guy come from? But the lead is cut to 7. And now it is Milwaukee who's needs to get something done. And this time they're going to go to their bread and butter with Kareem inside against Riker. Kareem fakes, turns left, shoots the layup. It's off the rim, no good. But we've got a whistle and a foul, and this time it is Kareem who will be going to the free throw line on the foul that is whistled against Bill Bradley. Kareem hits the first.
Abdul-Jabbar made the free throw.
And Kareem hits them both. That's now 12 points and 8 rebounds for Kareem. And that stretches the Bucks lead back to 9. As New York comes back and tries to keep the momentum going. They've got it in the hands of Frazier. Once again guarded closely by Lucius Allen. Frazier this time is going to try to attack the lane. Kareem cuts him off in there. The teardrop by Frazier is good. Very nicely done. And that pulls New York back to within 7, 54-47. Outside with it now is Allen. He's got Frazier all over him. Looking to distribute. Can he find an open teammate? No, he's forced to take the open jump shot. That's way off target. Clangs hard off the rim and out of bounds. Basketball goes back to the Knicks. New York once again grinding it out on the defensive end and looking to claw their way back into this game. This time they look to DeBusschere. He's got it on the baseline. And he's going to try and get it back to Bradley on the wing. Bradley with a quick shot. That is good.
Dollar bill.
Dollar bill. Bradley converts, and the Knicks are within 5. 54-49. 9 minutes to play in the third. Lucius Allen with Frazier all over him out on top. Again looks to distribute. And this time Frazier forced the turnover. So the Knicks are stepping it up on the defensive end here and clawing their way back into this one. They've got a chance to cut it to 3 on this possession. DeBusschere with it on the outside. Tries to dribble his way into the paint. Kicks it out to Monroe on the wing. Monroe from 15 feet out is around the rim and out, no good. DeBusschere on the offensive rebound, but there is a whistle and a foul on the play, and that will go against Bill Bradley for the Knicks, and that is his 4th. That'll bring Phil Jackson back into the game. as the loose ball foul goes against New York, and that returns possession to Milwaukee, still with a 5-point lead. Bucks work it into Kareem down low. Kareem on the inside, working now against Luther Rackley into the game. Fakes to his left, turns right, shoots that beautiful sky hook, and scores it for his 14th point of the night. Milwaukee now back up on by 7. As New York has it in the hands of Frazier. Frazier can't hit the jump shot, and the rebound is taken by Milwaukee by Lucius Allen. Milwaukee with numbers in transition. Allen leading the break. Sends it to Robertson on the baseline. Robertson back to Allen in the middle of the floor, and Allen is knocked to the floor by Monroe. Hard foul by Earl Monroe, and he goes down hard. Milwaukee coach Larry Costello not happy about that one little bit, as Monroe's had a frustrating night, and he may have given Lucius Allen a little something extra on that foul. But it's just a side out. They didn't have flagrant fouls. They didn't have replays and that kind of nonsense back in the days of 1972-73 when this game was played by real men. But Milwaukee's up 7, and they've got the basketball. They get it in the hands of Robertson on the outside. He's got to look from the wing right at the foul line. His shot is no good. Off the back of the rim, and he's fouled by Monroe. 2 quick fouls by Monroe. That one is on the shot, and that is going to send, I believe, nope, forgive me, that was not called on the shot. That was called on the floor. And that will be another side out for Milwaukee. Gregor to trigger the inbounds. Sends it back out to Robertson. 10 on the shot clock as Robertson sends it to Dandridge on the baseline. Dandridge this time with the offensive foul as he had to clear some space to catch that pass. Put that left arm out into the chest of the defender Jackson. And this time the ball goes the other way. So physical play here on both ends of the court in the third period. Monroe with a couple of hard fouls, and then Dandridge with the retaliation, sticking his elbow into the chest of Phil Jackson. New York sets up the offense. DeBusschere on the outside sends it over to Frazier. Frazier with the jump shot off target. But he is fouled, and that's going to be whistled on Allen. And that will send Walt Frazier to the line for 2 shots. And with 7.5 minutes to play here in the third period, the New York Knicks are now in the bonus.
Frazier made the free throw.
As Frazier hits the first free throw. Second shot by Frazier is good.
Made the free throw.
And that cuts the lead back to 5. 56-51. Milwaukee still with the lead and the basketball. They get it to Robertson on the wing. Robertson pulls the trigger over Earl Monroe. His shot is off target, and the long rebound is taken down by DeBusschere. Dave DeBusschere now with 11 rebounds to go with his 13 points. Very solid performance by DeBusschere here tonight in Madison Square Garden. The ball is now in the hands of Frazier. What's he going to do? Fakes to his right, drives left. He's met by Dandridge on the inside. The shot by Frazier is off target, but we've got a whistle and a foul. And Walt Frazier earns himself a trip to the free throw line with that aggressive move. That foul's whistled on Mickey Davis. Frazier, a 91% free throw shooter on the season, hits the first. And hopefully we didn't jinx him there by calling out that stellar free throw percentage. And not Frazier. He very calmly knocks in the second one. And the lead is cut to 3, 56-53. Another comment from Zalatsky Smurf. Kareem's skyhook is one of 2 unstoppable shots in league history. The other is Jordan's turnaround fadeaway. Also a beautiful shot. The other shot I would put on that list of unstoppable shots in league history would be the Hakeem Olajuwon when he did that shake and bake on the low block, and that turnaround fadeaway off the glass. Also an unstoppable and a beautiful play in his own right was KAREEM Abdul-JABBAR. But yeah, certainly the Kareem skyhook was a thing of grace and beauty. Milwaukee now has had their lead cut to 3, and they need to make something happen. They've got Gregor with it on the inside, working on DeBusschere. DeBusschere, physical mismatch for Gregor in there, and Gregor just bowls him over, and he's called for the charge. Nicely done by DeBusschere on the defensive end. New York within 3 and looking to cut closer as they go inside to Phil Jackson. Jackson getting his first offensive touch of the night, and he is fouled on the play by Dandridge. And with New York in the bonus, it will be Phil Jackson headed to the free throw line. Jackson converts the first.
Jackson made the free throw.
It's a 2-point game. Jackson off target with the second. Battle for the rebound, and DeBusschere steals the offensive rebound off the free throw. DeBusschere with the putback attempt from inside is up and good, and we are tied. How about that? New York has trailed by as many as 15 points in this one, but here in the third, they have turned things up on the defensive end, and they have pulled even with 6.5 minutes to play in the third period. They get the ball to Jabbar, but he is out on the baseline, 12 feet out. That's not where he likes to shoot the ball. He tries to get it inside to Gregor. Gregor has it knocked away, out of bounds, last touched by Milwaukee. So the wheels have fallen off for the Bucks here in the third quarter, and New York now has a chance to take their lead for the first time since very, very early in the first quarter. Monroe with it on the outside, guarded by Robertson. 13 on the shot clock as Monroe pulls the trigger, and it is off the rim, no good. Rebound taken by Kareem for Milwaukee. So Milwaukee wants to regain the lead here on this possession. Under 6 to play in the third. Inside they go to Dandridge. Dandridge working on Phil Jackson in there, and Dandridge is called for the charge. Another very heady play by Phil Jackson to draw that charge, and that is going to send Bob Dandridge to the bench with his 4th foul. And replacing Dandridge into the game for the first time is Chuck Terry, a rookie out of Long Beach State, 2nd-round draft pick from Milwaukee. And a rarely used player, but with Driscoll and Dandridge both on the bench in foul trouble, they've got to go all the way to the end of the bench to bring in Chuck Terry to play in this one. New York now once again in possession and looking to take the lead as we're tied at 56. Barnett back into the ball game. Tries to get into the paint, kicks it back out to Frazier. It's knocked away out of bounds, and that's a turnover. Both teams now up to 15 turnovers on the night. But here in the third quarter, it's been more about the defense. As now the Bucks find Kareem on the inside. Can he get the skyhook off? No, he is forced to go to his left, and he runs over Luther Rackley and is called for the clear out. Oh my goodness gracious. We're seeing offensive fouls and physical play all over the place in this third quarter. And to be perfectly honest, this is exactly the kind of ball game that the Knicks need if they are going to stay with Milwaukee. Milwaukee, of course, a finesse team with the likes of Abdul-Jabbar and Robertson. Dandridge can give them a little bit of muscle on the inside, but New York is just going to have to lock them down on defense with DeBusschere and Frazier and try to keep this a low-scoring game. And with 5.5 minutes to play in the third, it's only 56 points apiece, and that's exactly where the Knicks want the scoreboard to be. Here's an outside look for DeBusschere. turns away the shot, or turns down the shot, tries to send it cross court to Monroe. Oscar Robertson steps into the passing lane and picks that one off. Milwaukee's got 3-on-2 going the other way. Lucius Allen dribbles down the center of the floor. Dumps it off to Robertson on the wing, and Robertson is fouled hard by Monroe again.
His fourth, 15 foul.
Oh my goodness, Monroe is just laying down the lumber here in this third quarter. He's just picked up his fourth foul, and that'll send Oscar Robertson to the free throw line, and Robertson misses the first. Still a little shaken up after that hard foul, but with 4 fouls now, it is Monroe headed to the bench, and he'll be replaced by Dean Meminger. Robertson finally hits the second free throw, and that puts Milwaukee on top by 1, 57-56, with now 5 minutes to play in the third. Frazier sets up the offense. He's going to call his own number. Drives around Allen, gets into the play, and now Frazier's called for the offensive foul. And that's going to give the ball back to Milwaukee. Bucks with a 1-point lead. Allen on top. Tries to get it inside. Frazier knocks it away. Out of bounds, last touch by Milwaukee. So the hard-nosed defense continues for the Knicks as they regain possession. Now 4.5 minutes to play in the third. They look to Phil Jackson on the post inside, and now we've got double fouls. How about that? Riker and Kareem got tied up. Elbows are flying. It's getting seriously chippy down low, and that is going to be the 4th foul on Kareem. So yeah, New York has turned this third quarter into basically a mud wrestling match. And that is exactly the way they want it to be. And with 4:11 to play, they've got it in the hands of Meminger. Shot clock running down, and now we've got Frazier and Gregor exchanging words. Meminger puts up the outside jump shot. That's no good. Rebound is knocked around out of bounds. Ball goes over to Milwaukee. Goodness, this is Madison Square Garden where the World Wrestling Federation conducts its business, and you would think that they might have gotten a pep talk at halftime from Bruno Sammartino the way this game's being played. Milwaukee now has the basketball up by 1. Under 4 minutes to play in the third. The ball's in the hands of Lucius Allen on the outside. Allen over to Robertson. Robertson with the shot. That is good, and he is fouled.
Robertson scores.
That foul is charged on Meminger, and that will send Oscar Robertson to the line with a chance at a 3-point play. Robertson connects on the free throw. He's now got 16 on the night. And Milwaukee is back out on top by 4, 60-56. Question from Zalapsky Smurf, do you do any defensive strategies? No, sir, I leave it all. I play both offenses, and I let the computer run both defenses. And I just, I don't have any real system for how I do the offenses. I just play it subjectively. Here we've got DeBusschere in possession of the ball. He's on the outside. He's guarded by a stellar outside defender in Allen. That's what that 9 means. That's his outside defensive rating. So I'm going to instead look for either a pass or an open defender or an open teammate. The open teammate is Dick Barnett, but he's only a 1-rated player on the outside. So I'm going to take my chances here and just go with the pass. And in this case, the CPU sends the ball out to Frazier on top. Take a look at the shot clock. There's 6 seconds to go. So Frazier's going to take the shot here. And his jump shot is good. Frazier beats the double team and rips that one through the net. He's now got 11 points on the night, and the lead is cut to 2. Robertson on the outside now guarded by Meminger. Robertson is going to try and take it into the paint. The play's been whistled dead, and the foul is called on Meminger. And that will send Oscar Robertson back to the free throw line. With the Bucks in the bonus, it's advantageous for them to attack the basket. And Robertson gets to the line where he hits the first. And Robertson missed the second. And the rebound is taken by Meminger for the Knicks. So the lead once again is 3 for Milwaukee. And now we've got Riker on the outside. He's only a 1-rated outside player, so he's going to look inside to Phil Jackson, who is open in there. And now Jackson throws the elbow, and he is called for the offensive foul as he just nailed Chuck Terry right between the nose and the mouth. And the chippiness continues here in Madison Square Garden. And another runtime error, sadly, is going to kick us out of the game again and give us a little time to chat with Zalapsky Smurf and the others here in the chat room as we reset things here on the court. Zalapsky Smurf says, I play offense similar to you in the cup, and the CPU runs the D. I'm toying with the idea of doing pregame defensive adjustments. And if that works out for you, Z, I'd love to hear more about that. All right, we will restart the game here late in period number 3. Resume saved game. Milwaukee at New York. And Milwaukee now has the basketball leading by 3. It's in the hands of McLaughlin on the outside. He was able to connect on a couple of jump shots in the first half. He turns this one down, sends it over to Robertson, gets it back, and has his jump shot blocked by Frazier. The ball's kicked around and lands in the hands of Mickey Davis. Mickey Davis puts it up off the backboard and off the glass, no good. And the rebound rolls out of bounds, and possession is awarded to the Knicks. And in the game the first time tonight, we have Henry Bibby, a rookie point guard out of UCLA and a familiar name in NBA history. Bibby had a reasonably good NBA career, went on to become a college basketball coach at UCLA, and also is the father of Mike Bibby, who would be a successful NBA player in his own right in the 1990s. So Bibby is on the floor along with Jackson and Frazier, Wingo and Rackley. Frazier the only starter on the floor for New York at the present time. So Frazier sets the offense with the backups. The ball goes over to Bibby on the wing. And Bibby is going to come out firing. His long jump shot is off the rim, no good. And the rebound is taken down by Oscar Robertson for the Bucks. Bucks come back the other way. They got it to Mickey Davis on the outside. Davis shoots over Jackson. The shot by Davis is short, but we've got a whistle. And the foul goes on Jackson. That's a shooting foul, so that will give Mickey Davis 2 plus the bonus for the infamous 3 to make 2. So if you need a milkshake or a sandwich or want to run a marathon, you can do that while the team set up the 3 to make 2. Davis hits the first. And Davis 2 for 2 from the free throw line on that try. He's got 4 points on the night. And the Milwaukee lead is back up to 5, 63-58. As New York managed to tie the game, but could not get over the hump, and Milwaukee has regained some momentum here. Inside, they look to the rookie Hawthorne Wingo. Wingo on the inside shoots and misses, and Dick Cunningham takes the rebound for Milwaukee. Milwaukee coming back the other way has an open look for McLaughlin, defended by DeBusschere. And the shot is off target. And the rebound is taken off the offensive glass by Cunningham. Cunningham pump fakes, shoots the putback. That's no good, but he is fouled. That foul goes on Luther Rackley, and that sends Dick Cunningham to the free throw line for the Bucks. As we approach the final minute of play here in the third quarter, Dick Cunningham at the free throw line, only a 58% shooter, misses the first. Cunningham now 0 for 2. Let's see if he can salvage 1 point out of this debacle at the free throw line. He finally gets the third one to go.
Made the free throw.
And that stretches the Milwaukee lead to 6, 64-58. As we are now in the final minute of play in the third quarter. Ball's in the hands of Bibby. Bibby wants to attack. He fakes McLaughlin in the air, steps around, gets inside, lays it up off the glass, and good.
Henry Bibby.
Nice shot there by Henry Bibby. Pulls the Knicks back to within 4. 36 seconds now to play in the quarter. 9 on the shot clock as McLaughlin's going to pull the trigger from outside. And his shot is off the rim, no good. Cunningham takes the rebound. Cunningham with a putback attempt. In the crowd, can't get the shot off, swings it out to McLaughlin. And McLaughlin is guarded by Bibby, and McLaughlin knocks over Bibby for the offensive foul. 15 seconds now to play in the quarter, and the Knicks will hold for the final shot of the period as we say hello to Cleveland baseball fan 879. Welcome to the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. 7 seconds now to play in the period as Barnett with it on the outside. Feeds it to Riker in the paint. The short jump shot is no good. Tipped by Riker. Riker with the offensive rebound. Tries to beat the buzzer with the putback. And his shot at the buzzer is good.
Tom Riker.
How about that?
The end of the third quarter.
And that is the end of the third period.
New York 62.
With Milwaukee having their lead cut to 2, 64-62. Let's take a look at what looks for all the world to be an ugly box score at the end of the third period here. Milwaukee held to 12 points in that third quarter as New York's defense just throttled them. And leading scorer in the game for Milwaukee now is Robertson with 17, 6 steals and 6 assists. Good night for the Big O. Dandridge with 16 and 8, but had to go to the bench with foul trouble. Kareem with 14 points, 9 rebounds, but 7 turnovers for Milwaukee. For the Knicks, we've got Riker with those 17 points and 5 rebounds. 15 points, 12 rebounds for DeBusschere. Dirk Nowitzki's fadeaway. Another good call. When you got that big 7-footer with those big long arms shooting those 1-footed fadeaway jump shots in the paint, that's another unstoppable shot. I wouldn't put that on my list of aesthetically pleasing things like the Kareem skyhook, but it certainly was effective. Elbows and knees flying all over the place. As we look at the box score, the shooting for both teams is now below 42%. Milwaukee had been upwards of 48% in the first half, and in the third quarter, New York just turned it into a back alley brawl, and the shooting statistics reflect that. Frazier 3 for 13, only 11 points, and 6 turnovers as he has struggled. Let's take a look at your third quarter scoring. Frazier with 8 in the third to lead all scorers. Robertson with 5, Kareem with 4 for Milwaukee. And heading into period number 4, it is a 2-point game and an ugly one at that. And it is the fourth quarter jump controlled by Milwaukee. The ball is in the hands of Lucius Allen as he looks to set up the offense. Sends it over to McLaughlin on the wing. McLaughlin pulls the trigger from out there, and another beautiful rainbow jump shot is good. Milwaukee back on top by 4, 66-62. As Dick Barnett now runs the offense for the Knicks. Barnett with it at the top of the key, picked up by McLaughlin. High pick and roll with Jackson. Barnett gets into the lane, goes to the left hand, lays it up, and good. Well set up by Jackson, and that pulls New York back to within 2. Here's Chuck Terry with it on the outside. Wants to get it into Kareem down low. Kareem takes the pass, fakes the ball up in the air. His shot is no good, but he is fouled on the play by Riker, and that will send Kareem to the free throw line.
First team foul.
Kareem hits the first.
Abdul-Jabbar hit the free throw.
He's now got 15 on the night. Looking to make it 16 here. Kareem misses the second. And the rebound is taken out of there by Barnett for the Knicks. New York with the basketball now trailing by 3 as we say hello to Danny and Gray's Cards and Toys. Thank you for coming by, Danny. Hope all is well. Riker now with it on the outside is going to look inside to Phil Jackson. Jackson down low working on Chuck Terry, the rookie. Cannot get the shot to go. And the rebound is taken down out of the air by Mickey Davis for Milwaukee. Quick outlet to Lucius Allen. Lucius wants to run. He's got McLaughlin on the wing. McLaughlin dribbles to his right. Back to Allen in the center, lays it up, and good.
Allen.
Nicely done, two-man fast break there by Allen and McLaughlin, and that's the tempo and the pace that Milwaukee wants to play to pull back out in front. And New York's got to put a stop to that kind of nonsense if they are going to keep in this game. Here's a shot inside for Hawthorne Wingo. Actually tries to get it back out to Frazier across court, out of bounds on a wild pass for another turnover. And back into the game now for Milwaukee is Terry Driscoll, who's been out for quite a number of minutes with that foul trouble. Milwaukee on the offense, gets it into Kareem. The floater is up and good. Give the assist to Lucius Allen. Milwaukee on a run here, back on top by 7. 71-64. 10.5 to play in the game. Here's Barnett with it again against McLaughlin. Barnett fakes his way around McLaughlin, gets into the lane, lays it up off the backboard, and good. Barnett with a much-needed hoop for the Knicks. The lead for Milwaukee is still 5. As Chuck Terry has the basketball. Gets it to Kareem on the outside. Kareem drives to the hole, and he is fouled by Riker.
His third, second team foul.
And that will be a side out for Milwaukee. Bucks with the basketball. Terry looking for an open man. Can't find anybody. Finally gets it into Kareem down low. Kareem kicks it out to Lucius Allen. Allen is off target with his jump shot, and the rebound is taken by Hawthorne Wingo for the Knicks. Now we've got Barnett and Riker on the run. Barnett dribbling down the center of the court. Goes to his right. Sends it back to Riker. And that pass is errant and out of bounds for the turnover. Probably not the best decision for Dick Barnett to push the tempo in that situation with only the plotting center Tom Riker running the break alongside. So Milwaukee once again has possession, up by 5, 71-66. And they've got another jump shot from the outside for McLaughlin. He can't connect this time, but the offensive rebound is grabbed by Terry Driscoll for Milwaukee. Driscoll is going to attempt the putback. This time it is tipped away by Barnett. And the ball is knocked around, and Walt Frazier comes out of there with it for New York. And now Frazier wants to run, and this is a much better setup for the Knicks as Frazier dribbles it down, sends it over to Wingo on the left. Wingo cross courts it to Riker in the lane, and Riker travels. So once again, the Knicks cannot convert in the open floor. And again, they are denied. And again, they still trail by 5 with now just over 9 minutes to play in the game. Milwaukee again looks inside to Kareem. Fakes to his left, turns right with a sky hook. This time too strong. And the rebound taken for New York by Luther Rackley. And this time they're just going to walk things back down the other way and try and set things up with Frazier. Here's a quick shot from Frazier from the perimeter. That's no good. Jackson takes the offensive rebound for New York. Jackson on the putback attempt is fouled by Terry.
Foul is on Terry. First personal, first team foul.
And it looks like that is going to be a side out for the Knicks. They call that a loose ball foul. New York still trailing by 5. Still plenty of time left in this ball game as the Knicks look to inbound. The inbounds pass goes to Monroe on the perimeter. This time Monroe is going to try and take it into the lane. Steps around Robertson. His layup is a little too soft around the rim and out. Tipped around, and Bob Dandridge comes away with it for Milwaukee. Dandridge back into the game. And he has been their hot hand tonight. Kareem with it on the outside. That's not where he likes to operate. And he tries to pitch it back out to the high post, and it is knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Driscoll, and it will be New York basketball. Both teams have gone cold here since Milwaukee opened up a 5-point lead. And the comment by Zalapsky, that's what is fascinating about the Knicks of this era, is the diverse post-playing careers of these guys. Well, post-playing careers. Jackson becomes the best pro coach of all time. Bradley becomes a senator. Barnett gets a PhD. Walt Frazier went on to a very successful broadcasting career to add to that number. But yeah, lots of interesting personalities. And of course, the aforementioned Henry Bibby, who went on to a successful coaching career as well. And again, New York does not have Willis Reed available tonight. And Reed was the hero of the finals run for the Knicks in 72-73, where they won the NBA championship. Okay, New York basketball, as they get it into Bradley on the wing. Bradley's perimeter jump shot is good.
Bill Bradley.
Quiet night for Bradley, but he now has 8, and the lead is cut to 3. And let's not forget Dave DeBusschere, who had the post-NBA playing career in Major League Baseball as a pitcher for the Chicago White Sox. So yeah, that's a good point you bring up there, Zalapsky. That very interesting collection of personalities on this Knicks team. Here's an inside look again for Kareem with Rackley on him. Steps around Rackley. The layup is no good. Jabbar gets his own rebound. Jabbar on the putback. Goes up with a short jumper. Again, that won't fall. And Bill Bradley takes the rebound out of there for New York. Frazier and Bradley now want to go 2-on-2. It is Frazier in the open court who drops it to Bradley. Bradley back to Frazier on the give and go. Frazier's shot is no good. But he is fouled in the act by Oscar Robertson. And that will send Walt Frazier to the free throw line. As New York continues to keep it ugly, and they continue to keep it close.
Frazier made the free throw.
Frazier connects on both free throws, and with 7:46 to play, once again it is a 1-point game, 71-70. Milwaukee with the lead and the basketball. McLaughlin and Robertson in the backcourt. The ball goes into Jabbar in the low post. He has it knocked away by Rackley. Out of bounds, Milwaukee retains possession, but only 6 on the shot clock. The inbounds comes to McLaughlin. Only 1 second on the shot clock. I must select a play. I'm going to select Kareem. KAREEM on the inside, trying to beat the shot clock. Shoots off the back rim, no good. But he is fouled on the play by Rackley, and that was a bailout. As Rackley shouldn't have been anywhere near KAREEM, just trying to throw up that desperation shot at the end of the shot clock.
Abdul-Jabbar made the free throw.
KAREEM at the foul line hits the first free throw. He now has 18 points to lead all scorers. And he hits them both. 19 now for KAREEM, and the lead is back to 3. New York trying to keep it close here. They've got it to Monroe on the outside again. Robertson's all over him, and he can't get a shot off, and he's forced to call timeout. Monroe having all kinds of trouble with the defensive prowess of Oscar Robertson here in Madison Square Garden tonight. And with 11 seconds on the shot clock, they get it back into Monroe. Time ticking away. Monroe from the perimeter gets the shot off, and it's off target. Long rebound out of bounds. Ball goes to Milwaukee as the Bucks once again want to extend this lead. Under 7 to play as Lucius Allen returns to action for the Bucks. Allen being guarded closely by Frazier out on top. Sends it into KAREEM. KAREEM with Luther Rackley all over him, and Rackley fouled him. That is 5 on Rackley.
His
fourth team foul. So that will again be a side out, and that'll bring Riker back into the game. With Driscoll to inbound for Milwaukee on the side out. The ball goes to Robertson on the perimeter. Tries to dump it into KAREEM, and bad pass out of bounds for the turnover. That is now 19 turnovers to Milwaukee against 21 turnovers for New York. This game has been ugly at both ends. As now New York once again tries to cut into the lead. Monroe. From the perimeter is knocked down hard and fouled by Robertson, and that's 5 on Robertson. Costly foul by Robertson on that play, as he is now going to have to go to the bench, where he will be replaced by the utility man Chuck Terry. And with 6 minutes to play, midway point of the fourth quarter, the score is 73-70. New York on the trailing end, but with the basketball here. Once again in the hands of Monroe. Monroe now, charity stripe extended over Chuck Terry, drills that one. And boy, is he glad to see Oscar Robertson go to the bench, as Monroe with that jump shot has pulled New York to within 1. Here's a quick shot by Lucius Allen on the other end. Frazier wasn't expecting that, as Allen gets the basket and the foul by Frazier. And that's going to put Milwaukee in the bonus the rest of the way. Heads up play by Lucius Allen there to get the basket and the foul. And he's going to attempt the three-point play here. He connects on that. And Milwaukee has now pushed the lead to 4. 76-72. Boy, New York just keeps climbing back in, and they just cannot get over the hump. Milwaukee always seems to find the answer. Here's an open look from the baseline for Bill Bradley. And Bradley connects, and he's fouled by Dandridge.
Bill Bradley scores. Foul is on Dandridge.
My goodness, it may just be the fatigue at this point in the game, because we're seeing a lot of bad fouls and a lot of sloppy play at both ends of the floor. Bradley converts on the three-point play, and once again, it is a one-point game, 76-75. This one coming right down to the wire. Milwaukee with the basketball. McLaughlin on the outside, guarded by Monroe. He's got that smooth stroke going. And this time it is off the iron, no good, but he is fouled on the play by Monroe. And it will be McLaughlin headed to the free throw line for a 3 to make 2. McLaughlin, an outstanding pure shooter, hits the first free throw. And that is 5 fouls now on Monroe. He'll be replaced out there by Dean Meminger. As McLaughlin makes good on both free throws. Once again, it's a 3-point game. Now 5 minutes to play. Luther Rackley has it on the outside. He's got Gregor all over him and no open teammates. He's going to have to force one up and hope for the best. The mid-range jump shot by Rackley is too strong. But Dean Meminger sneaks in and pulls down the offensive rebound. As we say goodnight to Al, Red Sox fan, take care of yourself and be well, my friend. As Meminger finds his way in to take that offensive rebound, and New York will reset the offense. The open man now on the inside is DeBuscher. DeBuscher from 10 feet is no good, and the rebound is taken down by Kareem, and Kareem walks with it. My goodness, it is getting sloppy out there. Monroe is back into the game. Robertson is back into the game. We're down to the final 5 minutes, and it's a close game, so you got to fire every bullet in your holster. Here's a pass inside to DeBuscher. And now we've got a technical foul called on Red Holtzman from New York. I don't think I understand the reasoning for that as things were going his way. But he just said the magic word, and John McLaughlin has a technical free throw that is good. And that makes it now a 4-point game. Hopefully that will not prove costly for the Knicks down the stretch. They now trail by 4. Bradley, looking for an open teammate, finds Monroe out on the perimeter. Monroe wants to take it inside. He fakes, he shoots. His layup is no good, and the rebound is taken by Kareem. Strong work on the defensive glass by Kareem gives Milwaukee another possession and another opportunity to extend the lead. The open man is Dandridge on the wing. He dumps it into Kareem, and Kareem with that sky hook is up and good. Nicely done by Milwaukee. They're now up by 6 as we approach the 4-minute mark. Do the Knicks have another run left in them? Coming down the stretch, they look inside to DeBuscher. Working on Driscoll on the inside. Double pumps. Lays it up. Off the glass, no good. DeBuscher gets his own rebound. DeBuscher on the putback attempt. That's too strong. Rims around and out and is taken by Kareem on the rebound. As after further review with Steve Tower joins us. Just in time to see the end of a late 90s Knicks pace. Well, wait, it's 1972. Yeah, let's get let's get Steve oriented to the situation. We're in Madison Square Garden, where Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and the Milwaukee Bucks are taking on Walt Frazier and the New York Knicks. It has been a mud wrestling match between these two teams. Milwaukee got off to a big lead in the first half, but the New York defense locked them down in the third period, holding the Bucks to only 12 points in the third quarter. New York battled back to tie the game, could not take the lead, and now Milwaukee is trying to extend a 6-point lead and hopefully put this one away in the last 4 minutes of action. We've had turnovers left and right. We've got people in foul trouble all over the place. And now we've got a look from the baseline for Bob Dandridge, who was a hot hand in the first half. Hasn't found the range here in the second half. Misses again, and Dave DeBuscher takes down his 14th rebound for the Knicks. Frazier wants to run. He's got Monroe and Bradley on the wings. Bradley down the right-hand side of the court. Cross-courts it to Monroe. Monroe to the left hand, lays it up, and good.
Earl to Pearl.
It's been a rough night for Earl Monroe, but he's now got 10 points, and the lead is cut to 4. Question for you, Steve, while you're here. Are you planning to attend Play.con this summer? I've got my ticket and looking forward to the trip and hopefully meet you and some of the Play legends face-to-face if we have that opportunity. Here's another open look for McLaughlin from the outside. He's got Monroe in his face. His shot is off target, and it is Bob Dandridge with the offensive board for Milwaukee. Dandridge with a putback attempt. His short jump shot is good.
Dandridge.
And that is just what they needed from Bob Dandridge with the rebound and the putback. He's now got a double-double, 18 points, 10 assists for Milwaukee. New York coming back the other way. Messy-looking offensive set here. Bradley's being double-teamed in the paint. He's looking for help. He gets it to DeBusschere on the baseline. DeBusschere leaves that shot short, and the rebound is taken by Terry Driscoll for Milwaukee. 3:20 to play, Milwaukee with a 6-point lead and the basketball. Dandridge with it on the outside. He's got an open look. Shoots over Bradley. The set shot is on target. Dandridge finding the range here again down the stretch. He's got 20 points, and the Milwaukee lead is 8. Does the New York squad have another run? Here's a good shot by Frazier. He gets the basket and the foul. That's going to go against Oscar Robertson, and that is number 6. So Frazier with a 3-point play. Robertson fouls out. And a spring of hope for the Knicks. Frazier completes the 3-point play, and with under 3 to play, the lead is now down to 5. New York needs stops on the defensive end. Milwaukee's already in the bonus. They don't have any fouls to waste. Milwaukee is going to go inside to Kareem. Kareem on the inside has a mismatch, and he is fouled hard by Rackley.
Foul is on Rackley.
That's going to be all for Luther Rackley, but that's going to send Kareem to the line for 2 free throws. That foul is on the floor, so it is not a 3 to make 2, but it is 2 free throws. Probably a smart foul by Luther Rackley in that situation, as Abdul-Jabbar had a good look. But Kareem hits the first shot. Kareem hits them both, and the lead is back to 7. 87-80. Milwaukee with now 2:42 to play. New York basketball. They go inside to DeBusschere. DeBusschere on the low block, working against Mickey Davis. Turns, shoots, and scores. That cuts the lead to 5. This is before the era of the 3-point shot, so this is still a 3-possession game, and New York needs a stop on every possession that they can get. Milwaukee looks inside to Dandridge. He's been the hot hand down the stretch. Loose ball on the floor. We've got a whistle, and the ref calls an offensive foul on Kareem on an illegal screen. And Larry Costello is beside himself on the sideline. We're in the final 2 minutes of a close game, and the refs want to call an illegal screen against the best player on the court. And Larry Costello is livid. It's a 5-point game. New York has the basketball. 2 minutes to play. Riker on the inside. Kareem's all over him. Looks to DeBusschere down low. Cannot get the pass across there. It's lost out of bounds for the turnover. Can't fault Riker on that one. He had Kareem all over him. Tried to force a pass down low to DeBusschere and just could not get it through the traffic. That's a turnover, and a costly one. Can the Knicks get another stop? 1:50 to play. It's McLaughlin from the outside. His jump shot is off target, and the rebound comes down to Walt Frazier. New York with another chance to cut into the lead. It's Monroe. Monroe pulls the trigger from the wing, and he scores it. The lead is cut to 3, 87-84. Coming down the stretch. New York needs another stop. Inside they go to Dandridge. Dandridge being guarded by Bradley. Dandridge muscles his way in. The shot's up, no good. And Gary Gregor steals the offensive rebound for Milwaukee. Bucks with a fresh 24 as Gregor kicks it back out to the top of the key to reset the offense. Allen on the point. Looks to distribute. Finds Dandridge on the wing. Dandridge will take the shot from the perimeter. 15 feet out. Fakes the shot, dumps it into Kareem, and Kareem has his shot blocked by Riker. How about that? McLaughlin takes the loose ball, sends it over to Allen. 15 on the shot clock. The ball ends up in the hands of Dandridge. Dandridge out to Allen on the perimeter, and it's stolen by Frazier. Frazier stole the basketball. New York trailing by 3. As the play-by-play guy is running out of voice. Riker's got it, guarded by Abdul-Jabbar. 1 minute to play. Once again, he tries to dump it down to DeBusschere. DeBusschere gets it down low. He fakes, he shoots, he misses. Riker comes in for the offensive rebound. Riker with the putback attempt. Can't find a shot. Kicks it out to Bradley on the perimeter. We've got a whistle on the play, and it's Bradley who's called for the push-off. Oh my goodness, another offensive foul in the final minute of play. What are these referees thinking? I do not know about that at all. As we've seen 2 very questionable offensive fouls called, 1 on each team away from the ball, in situations where you really just want the players to decide the ball game. It's now a 3-point game with 40 seconds to play. Kareem is fouled by Bill Bradley, and that's going to be all for Bradley. And that will send Kareem to the free throw line for the 3 to make 2. Kareem hits the first. That makes it a 4-point game. He can make it a 3-possession game if he hits one of these 2. He misses, but he'll get the bonus. And Kareem hits the bonus, and that makes it a 5-point game. 25 points, 13 rebounds for Kareem. Desperation time here in Madison Square Garden. As the Knicks look for a shot. The only guy they can find is Riker. He's pinned inside against Abdul-Jabbar. He throws it away. Where is Willis Reed when you need him? New York's going to have to play for the steal. And it is a backcourt foul on Riker as he grabs Lucius Allen. And that will send Lucius Allen to the free throw line. Milwaukee already up by 5. Make it 6 now as Allen converts the first free throw. Second shot is off target, but Allen will get the bonus. And Allen missed the third. And DeBusschere grabs the rebound for New York. 22 seconds to play. It's still a 3-possession game. They send it in to Phil Jackson for a quick shot. His jump shot is off the rim, no good. But he's fouled on the play by Gregor. And it'll be Jackson going to the line for 3 to make 2. Not the foul you want in this situation. Jackson hits the first free throw. We're still in absolute desperation time with only 17 seconds left on the clock. Jackson 2 for 2 on the free throws. That makes it a 4-point game, 90-86, but Milwaukee is still in the catbird seat here as New York is going to have to foul. And it is Chuck Terry who is the recipient of the foul in the backcourt. And that will send Chuck Terry to the free throw line. This young rookie out of Long Beach State. Pressed into action due to so many foul problems. Misses the first free throw. Still got 2 more shots at it. He is a 71% free throw shooter. And he hits the second, and that's crucial. He'll get the bonus. And Terry hits the third. And that again pushes it to a 6-point lead, as New York is going to have to do something in a hurry. The open man is Jackson on the outside. His jump shot from the corner is blocked by Dandridge. How about that? Gregor with the rebound for Milwaukee. And I think that's going to be about all she wrote. 10 seconds to play. It's a 6-point deficit. So they're going to call off the foul. Hopefully, and Milwaukee will. And nope, Riker didn't get the message. He grabs Davis for the foul, and that will send. Now the play-by-play says Davis, but the chalkboard has Lucius Allen at the free throw line. And now we're being lectured that Mickey Davis must be in the game. We have hit another bug here, and I'm not sure what the escape is. We'll call a timeout, see if that helps. And we still can't get anything done. I am stumped. Let's see if we can zoom this. Zoom this to end of the 4th period. Still no go. Huh. All right, well, the game has been decided. And I cannot find an escape from this perpetual loop here. I've hit every button that I'm able to hit. Maybe if I... Calling timeout did not help. I'm not able to shoot the free throw. Maybe if we exit and restart the saved game, we'll find our way out of this mess. Okay, so we were able to get an unnecessary jump shot from Gregor from the corner on the replay to make it an 8-point game. So we just had to stop and restart. And now it is the last hurrah, Frazier in no hurry as the clock runs out, and that will be the end of your ball game. And here is your box score.
Milwaukee 94. New York 86.
Yeah, this game got off to a sluggish start. It got interesting down the stretch, but Milwaukee was able to pull away down the stretch thanks to 25 points, 13 rebounds for Kareem, and a very solid 20 and 10 from Bob Dandridge. So Milwaukee is your winner. 94-86 is your final score. And also a very solid effort by Oscar Robertson, 17 points, 6 assists, and 6 steals. And for New York, indeed a slugfest, says Steve Tower. 17 apiece for DeBusschere and Riker. Pressed into service due to the injury to Willis Reed. 16.7 boards, 5 assists for Walt Frazier, but those 6 turnovers were costly. Field goal percentages 42-41 in favor of New York. And yeah, just a slugfest in every sense of the word. But that wraps things up from the Dave Cave here tonight. Next week, we'll see a very different game, as we're going to take a look at the 2 top teams in the Gold Division next week with Nate Thurmond and the Golden State Warriors, Rick Barry. The top team in the league, and they will take on the Los Angeles Lakers of Jerry West and Wilt Chamberlain fame. So we'll look forward to next Friday night with the Epic Basketball League returning to the channel. So Steve Tower, thanks for coming out tonight. Now Red Sox fans, Zalapsky Smurf, thanks for some great conversation. Danny and Gray's Cards and Toys, Cleveland baseball fan, lots of good friends and great folks. JT, Philip Reynolds, Christopher Slovic. Oh, Captain Carl, I missed you coming in. Frank Wayne Scott, and of course the son of a gun who stole my nickname, the one and only Smelly Wrestling Geek. Made his appearance as well. So thank you to everybody for checking out tonight's stream. From the Dave Cave, this is Dave Little signing off, saying that's our stream, and I am out of here.